Landing spots top NBA free agents should avoid. Subscribe to Sportsmafia for more videos. Danilo Gallinari, Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets have money to burn and need a power forward to boost their scoring punch. So you get why they might like Gallo, although given their timeline and him as a 32-year-old, he almost certainly isn't their first choice. Charlotte doesn't have the league's worst roster, but it might be the least threatening in terms of star power. Its best player for now is Devonte Graham, and its best building block is PJ Washington. None of the Hornets have a strong gravitational pull on defenders, meaning Galinari wouldn't have much room to operate. Even his off-ball movements would be closely tracked by the opposition, which might mute the strongest area of his game. Charlotte also can't supply the kind of versatile stoppers who mask Gallo's shortcomings at basketball's less glamorous end of the floor. Save for a straight money grab, it's almost impossible to envision Galinari bouncing to Buzz City this offseason. Montrezl Harrell, New York Knicks. Harrell is a devastatingly explosive pick-and-roll finisher, and he wouldn't have a dance partner in the Empire State. The Knicks might have been basketball's worst passing team this season. They finished 26th in assists, 30th in secondary assists, 25th in potential assists, and 28th in points created by assists. New York had the second worst scoring rate for pick-and-roll ball handlers, managing a meager .78 points per possession on plays they finished. The Rollers fared better, though much of that success can simply be traced to Mitchell Robinson, whose lack of range clogs the middle and would shrink Harrell's attack lanes. Moving to the Knicks would put Harrell in the spotlight, but is his game equipped to handle a featured role? Fred VanVleet, Detroit Pistons. Whatever good vibes come from reuniting with coach Dwayne Casey would be immediately washed out with one glance at the roster. VanVleet's top two teammates would be a pair of 30-somethings with terrifying injury histories in Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose. Oh, and those two do their best work with the ball in their hands, so coexistence could be complicated. Once Griffin and Rose head off into the sunset, VanVleet is left with Luke Kennard, Sakau Doumbouya, maybe Christian Wood, and a pair of specialists. No thank you. Brandon Ingram, Atlanta Hawks. The very second free agency opens, Ingram should be staring at a full 5-year max offer from the Pelicans. If he's not, he should immediately turn his attention to the external max offers surely awaiting him. It doesn't need to get that far, as New Orleans should have seen enough from the Most Improved Player award winner to put max money on the table. If Ingram finds himself fielding outside offers for some reason, one is most assuredly coming from the Hawks. They're almost ready to take flight, but Trae Young and company need one more difference maker on the wing. For them, Ingram makes all the sense in the world, but it's not mutual. Even after Young's emergence, Atlanta is at least a tier behind New Orleans. The Hawks are still finding themselves and figuring out if John Collins and head coach Lloyd Pierce are long-term keepers. If Collins stays, that would limit Ingram's minutes as a small ball 4, his primary position this past season. If Collins goes, Ingram would only have Young, a complimentary center in Clint Capella, and a host of young wings who are learning on the fly. Anthony Davis, Chicago Bulls. The Bulls don't have Brown money right now, but if he signaled a willingness to come back to the Windy City, they could surely create the space to make it happen. Thaddeus Young and Tomas Sorotansky both seem movable at their salaries, and even Otto Porter Jr. might interest someone who thinks he's fully healthy as a plug-and-play veteran with a massive expiring deal. So, Davis to Chicago probably can happen, but it shouldn't. First off, why would he even want a change of scenery when staying put means championship chasing with LeBron James in Hollywood? Imagine having the King as your co-star and deciding you'd rather run with Zach LaVine? Impossible. That's it for today's Sports Mafia video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to see more Sports Mafia content, click the circle subscribe button so you never miss a single video. Hope you enjoyed.